What is going on, my homies? Welcome to a beautiful day of fishing. It's gorgeous out. I got bog right behind me. So we are spraying. You know, it's a beautiful thing. It's finally here, and that means shallow water fishing. So I got a new little experiment for you. I scored some of the new Bass Mafia. These are the Dangerous Swimbaits. Chris Dane designed them. These are not the ones with a harness in them with the pre-rig deal. Very excited to get my hands on those. So this is an owner beast hook, 8.3/8 ounce. Fish are shallow, they're moving up to spawn, or they're actually spawning. You don't get a bunch of bites, but you can cover some water and you can fish grass with a swim bait up skinny. So I'm gonna show you how to rig this thing up.
The packaging is kind of freaking awesome, dude. They're in like the most epic clamshell to ever clamshell the earth. These are the 6-inch. I didn't want to go super big. I wanted something kind of where I can get bites. They're in a double clamshell package, so you gotta be a little bit careful. And this is, I believe it's the herring color, so it's got a little bit of chartreuse in it, a little bit of that sort of, I don't know, pearl blue. I love that color. Clear water, stained water. There's a few colors that I absolutely love when it comes to fishing a lot of different kinds of water, because I think it's important to have less baits that do more, and that color does exactly that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this this owner beast hook, and I'm going to find the nose right there and use the centering pin. And that's why I like these beast hooks, because you can sort of like poke them in exactly where you want them. And I'm just going to screw that thing in right there. Important, you take your time. These baits are like super durable, so you want to rig them like perfectly the first time, because they will stay rigged for a good portion of the day unless you're catching 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pounders, which would be absolutely awesome. So I got it screwed into the nose right there. You can see it dangles. And then I'm going to go ahead and you put it right in that slot right there, and then you back the bait up a little bit and bring the hook out, and there's a little crevasse, if you will, and you push it on through so it comes out that crevasse right there, and then you sort of back the bait up so it hides that hook. So it's basically, it's a weedless presentation, but that hook is able to come out very easily. And that's why one of the things that I like about this is I'm going to be fishing this on 18 or I think it's 20-pound fluorocarbon. So I want to be able to set the hook. This hook is stout, dude. And with that fluorocarbon, it's not like fishing braid. You still have a little bit of stretch in there. So you need to be able to do a good hook set. And with that hook being weedless, I can fish it through stuff, but at the same time, that hook's going to do that pop out action for me pretty easily. So what are we gonna fish with this? Basically, I'm on Gunnersville. There's a lot of shallow like eelgrass and things along those lines. Let me give this a lick. And usually, you know, being from Florida, like a swimming worm, a swim jig, even taking like a little creature bait, like maybe like a burner crawl or something like that, like a crosshair bait with like little kickers, and putting it on a light weight and kind of swimming it through the grass. It's a great way to cover water, especially the water's pretty clear. But what's nice with this is it has the same exact features, and with that belly weight versus like a Texas rig, when I kill this, it's gonna go woo. And what's nice is if I see a fish on a bed, or I see like a light spot that I think's a bed, I can reel this thing in, stop it, and it's gonna do this nice little settle down right onto the bed. And it's almost like sight fishing without sight fishing. You're just sort of testing it. It's like blind bed fishing, if you will. But it gives you a lot of versatility. We do something like this with big easies and that down in Florida in the hay fields and the grass fields. This is a little more open water presentation because we're using fluorocarbon, submerged grass and that. But I can fish this thing skinny. It's a little bigger presentation, but I still come through the grass clean, and I'm still able to do some of that jazzy English with stopping the bait, starting the bait, and just kind of slow rolling it through that grass. I'm kind of excited to get going.